Greetings, it is I, Ryuji Dread. How are all of you doing today, Dread Knights? It is a Sunday morning. Normally I do not stream on Sunday mornings, but because it is Christmas time and I wanted to fit in some very special Christmas content, because we saw on Friday, Terrifier 3, which is technically a Christmas movie, a very bloody, gory Christmas movie, but we need to actually do some actual true Christmas cheer. So we're going to be watching Christmas specials throughout the month of December on Sundays, 9 a.m. Eastern. Christmas specials are very short, so it's pretty easy for me to do watch-alongs of these, because it doesn't take up too much time. So, today we're going to be starting with my personal favorite Christmas special of all time, that being Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, done by Rankin and Bass. They are known for so many different types of Christmas specials throughout the years, including Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, anything that was traditional doll/claymation type of, well, not so much claymation, but stop motion animation with dolls from this time period was done by Rankin and Bass. Funny story, Rankin and Bass also is responsible for the 80s cartoon series known as Thundercats. So yeah, if you're a fan of Thundercats, Rankin and Bass, actually, the same people who do these Christmas specials are the people who are responsible for that particular show. So that's a little interesting segue there. So, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer aired on Friday night on NBC. We obviously are watching this on a Sunday. So if you want to watch this movie, unfortunately you either have to have the movie via home video. However, it is also available to rent on 3 different platforms, that being Google Play Movie, Amazon Prime Video, and Apple TV for the not-so-low price of $7.99. I will be watching a home video version of this film, so my apologies for that. It is not streaming apparently on Hulu or Netflix, which is pretty surprising. I guess Amazon Prime particularly, and on top of that, because they show Christmas specials on television anyway, it's easier to watch it that way. Okay, so I'm going to count down from 10. We're going to get into this because I've been recording a lot of content this week, so my voice and my throat is a little bit tired at this point. And pardon that the scene setup that we have here, because I'm using the watch-along one. So I have, like, the timer and the thing turned off for now. Next week I'll have, like, a better set, because I just kind of, I'm doing back-to-back recordings. So that's how it goes. Anyway, let's get into the watch-along of this on the count of 10. So counting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press play. Also, I forgot to mention, I can't stream Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeers, so you have to actually have it queued up on your end, but I figure that's pretty obvious, anybody who knows any of the things that we do watch along lines at this point. Alright, so we got newspaper clippings of this being one of the worst Christmases ever. There's snow all over the place. Christmas might be postponed because of how bad the snow is. Alright, so we got Rankin and Bass Presents. We got Snowflakes. This is actually done by 2D animation. You don't see 2D animation effects really in anything done for children. Okay, so now we have this snowman here that's talking and narrating about the snowstorm. This is Earl Bives, by the name. He was actually the guy who sang Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the actual song. So he actually does the narration for this here, Sam. Yep, that's a talking snowman. Sam the Snowman, what an interesting name. Christmas Town. Now, in order for this thing to have been animated, what they do is stop motion. So what they do is they have, like, dolls. Sometimes they use claymation. And every frame for frame shot, they would have to move the doll, take a shot, move the doll, take a shot, move the doll, take a shot, even the eyes and stuff. So then eventually, when you slow down the frames and put it all together, you get the animation effect. It's not really done too much anymore. I think the last time I saw a film do it was Nightmare Before Christmas. And maybe Frankenweenie? I haven't seen that one though. Okay, so it's Santa Claus. Santa Claus is actually very skinny here, not actually fat. We have Miss Santa Claus promoting unhealthy eating habits by making them get super fat. Maybe Miss Santa Claus wants Santa dead so she can have the money in the will, right? Assuming? I don't know. It seems pretty toxic to tell your husband, eat, get super fat. Okay. So we got Sam. Sam is just, like, talking here. He's got a nice, interesting hat on him. He's got a pocket watch, but he has no pockets. Does that make sense to anybody else? Big snowstorm. This is an HD definition, too, so you can actually tell, like, the little bit of pores from the doll, the snowman. You can see it there. Also notice there's a little bit of lighting on his face, too. So there was actually some lighting on set for this to just kind of simulate the lighting of actual sun there in that particular scene. Yes, I don't know the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yes, Santa does use flying reindeer. Okay, here's the famous song of all. I cannot sing the song because of DMCA. So my apologies to everybody because I cannot sing along with you here. But if you want to sing along, Dread Knights, by all means, go ahead. I can always say stuff like the most famous reindeer of all. Alright, we begin the actual special. Burl Ives tells the story of... He was actually the person who sang Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, by the way. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Videocraft International Ltd. And I think that was like 1964 is when this came out, if I remember correctly. If I'm reading Roman numerals correctly. It's been a while since I've had to. Written by Romeo Muller, adapted from a story by Robert May, and the song by Johnny Marks. Oh, so Bro Ives didn't sing the song. I stand corrected there. It's funny he sang it, so I guess not. Interesting. I learned something new every day now. Music and lyrics by Johnny Marks. What an interesting name. And we're hearing all the songs that are going to... Burl Ives sings Holly Jolly Christmas. Maybe that's what I was thinking, that he's the singer of Holly Jolly Christmas. Silver and Gold, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Co-producer, Jules Bass. Look at the doll there. That's one of the dolls that'll be featured later on in the special. Director, Larry Romer. Interesting name. Produced by Arthur Rankin Jr. Wasn't even Arthur Rankin Sr. Okay. And we don't have to worry about commercials, because there's no commercials for what we're watching. Yes, please tell us about Rudolph. This is the ultimate story of being a misfit and overcoming everything. And I think that's why I like this Christmas special. Oh, they just had a little reindeer. Look at that. Look at the fur effect on the dolls. That was actually a really nice effect. It really pops more in HD. His nose, look at that. Did anybody stop to think maybe Rudolph perhaps like a tumor on his nose, and that's what was happening with him? Nobody took him to the doctor? Shiny nose, yeah. Look at that, it's glowing. Well, what's wrong with that? Overlook it. Why do they need to overlook it? Why is it because something looks different do you have to overlook it? Shouldn't you just accept the reindeer for who he is? It's Santa Claus. Why is Santa Claus dressed almost like if he's going to do some detectiving, like with Sherlock Holmes? Aw, look at that. Ho ho ho. Oh, he knows he's Santa, but how did he know that he's Santa? How does he instinctively know that this is Santa Claus? Nobody told him it was Santa Claus. Sure, stop. Why is Santa criticizing his nose? Shouldn't Santa accept everybody? It's Santa Claus, for crying out loud. 8 lucky reindeer. Here comes the first song. Jingle Jangle, right? I can't sing the song, I'm sorry. If I do, I'll get DMCA'd. Very DMCA'd because of Christmas music. I can't even sing Merry Christmas, the Merry Christmas song, because if I do, I'd get DMCA. I have to sing the Japanese version, and have you heard me sing Japanese? It's not a very pretty sight. Oh, look at that. Rudolph is definitely enamored. I don't know why Santa Claus was, like, hyping Rudolph up, that he'd be able to be one of the reindeers on his sled if he was criticizing him for the nose. It's like Santa's being kind of a little bit of a jerk here, don't you think? Look at Santa's beard there. That's just nice and puffy. They really did a great job with the models here. When you think about it, this particular scene that was done there, that would have taken a couple weeks just to film. Because, like, if you get the take wrong and just moving it along, you'd have to completely start all over again. Yeah. What is it gonna do? Why are you gonna hide his nose? Why can't you accept your son for who he is, jackass? What is he doing? He just put, like, dirt on his nose to cover it up. You get used to it. You're suffocating your son with that. Father of the Year, am I right, Dread Knights? At least the mom cares, sort of. Man. Donner is not a very nice papa. That hit his nose for a year with dirt? Non-conformity. Why does he have to conform? So he's teaching him how to be a reindeer. His nose is glowing. But his nose isn't concealed here, so that's why it was always a little confusing in terms of the narrative. Uh-oh. That's you're gonna see who this is. This is like one of the main villains of this Christmas special. The abominable snow monster. The Bumble. Fun story, my niece actually calls me Bumble because I like the cold. I like the winter. I'm a big fan of the winter. Don't get mad at me for summer folks who like the summer. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the summer, but I like to be cold. I don't like to be hot. So, my niece calls me Bumble because of that. That's my nickname she gave me. Big sleigh ride. Okay, we're gonna get introduced to another important misfit of this story. Hermes. Not to be confused with Hermes from Futurama. Look at the elves. They're making some toys. Wow, so basically Santa Claus has a sweatshop here if you really think about it. They're working very, very hard. And he's painting. Why is he getting yelled at? He didn't even do anything yet. Painting it, yeah. A pile. They are in a sweatshop. Santa's workshop is a sweatshop, confirmed. Poor them, they need to unionize, right? Hell no, we deserve fair pay and fair respect. He doesn't like to make toys, what's wrong with that? He doesn't like to conform to what everybody else is doing, he wants to be original. What's wrong with that, guys? Okay, so he doesn't... Are they teasing him? Yeah, he wants to do something else with his life, right? Is there anything wrong with wanting to do something else with your life than what people expect you to do? Dentist. Yeah. So that's his passion, to be a dentist. He's looking on. Well, he doesn't seem too happy with Hermes. Why does an elf have to make toys? Why can't an elf be a dentist? Why do we have to conform? A very recurring theme that you'll see throughout the special of how society is making people conform to things and that doesn't make them happy. But they should be comfortable who they are, perhaps. A theme that, unfortunately, in this day and age, at least in modern America, it seems to have not hit home. Dentistry. He's thinking about being a misfit. I mean, maybe you're not the misfit, and everybody else is the problem. Do you ever stop to think that? Oh, he did! Look at that! He's quit! He quit! He's not gonna make toys. He is gonna be a non-conformist. Good for him. Fight the man, fight the power, right, Dread Knights? Rudolph's having his growing pains? What type of growing pains? Why does he have to cover his nose up? Why it's the big deal? Why are you gonna shove whatever that is? He's just taking dirt from the ground. Why do we know that's not like reindeer poop he's shoving in his nose? Can barely even talk right. Self-respect. He's just being who he is. Why are you so uptight? Father of the year, right? I'm gonna take that off, Rudolph. Look at that, man. He's giving his son verbal abuse. What a jerk. See, look at poor Rudolph. Rudolph's going through... You know, he feels bad because he doesn't fit in now. Look at that, he's even crying at the end of that. You don't want to see Rudolph cry. Time passed. This is moving pretty quickly. No. So it's the Reindeer games, right? Not to be confused with the Hunger Games. So there's fawns and little reindeer does, I guess you'd call them? Rudolph's not happy. Don't worry about the nose. Do your stuff. My little buck. Interesting. That's what you call reindeers, right, Buck? I guess it would make sense, because deers are basically reindeer, so to speak. Fireball. Why are we making fun of how Rudolph sounds when Fireball sounds even worse than him? Yeah, Fireball's voice doesn't sound very nice and appeasing on the ears. So why are we making fun of Rudolph? Youth, yes, youth. Nobody knows what that is anymore, right? I'm sorry, but I can't get over the fact that Sam the Snowman has a pocket watch but has no pockets. That's just gonna bar me to no end. Santa has a pocket watch that's in his pocket. Well, actually, he didn't put it in his pocket, he just put it under his trousers. That's kind of a little weird too, right? Santa's gonna have a choirs right here. Oh, you could actually see the string in one shot here. That's interesting. Okay, Santa's elves. They're gonna serenade Santa with the song. Well, they got a lot of sopranos and altos and what's the thing? I don't want to say deltas. Could it be deltas? See, even the elves' voices are not necessarily aesthetically pleasing. Oh, why did he hit him over the head with the doll? Aren't, like, elves supposed to be nice creatures, right? Like, everybody's supposed to be good at the North Pole. But we've seen a lot of terrible people that are living in the North Pole right now, and terrible characters. Santa doesn't seem very impressed by this vocal performance. I don't know, Dread Knights, what do you think? Do you think Santa Claus would like VTubers, or do you think he wouldn't be impressed with the vocal performances of VTubers? Hmm? They got even a trombone and a xylophone. You don't see that played very often. And a harp. And this guy's just being the conductor right now. Interesting. Why does this elf look like the guy from Breaking Bad? Take off the elf hat, and it's basically the main character from Breaking Bad in a way. Okay, Santa's elves. Santa's elves. Oh, the feather's getting poking the dude in the eye. What's he gonna do? Next level thinking, just take the scissor. What happened if that elf's ear moved a little bit more? He would have snipped the ear. Okay, very nice light. You know what I like about that particular shot, too? They are lighting for the dolls, so you can actually see the shadows of the dolls as well. That's not animated shadows, that's actually them top lighting for that. Santa wasn't impressed as bad. Santa seems moody this year. Has Santa had a Zoloft? The tenor section was weak. That's what you call them, altos and tenors? Anybody who's a singer, if you happen to be in chat, could you help me out here? Is that actually, what is it? Altos and sopranos and tenors? If you are, help me out here, please. Okay. Dolls that cry. Talk. He's fixing the doll's teeth. That's admirable, is it not? No chewing dolls. To fit in. He was trying to fit in. He'll fit in. Why you have to turn him down? And everybody's so mean at the North Pole. How's that important? But they need one. Oh man, he slammed the door in anger. Yeah, don't compromise your values, Hermes. Yes. So go make your own place. Go make your own dentistry. I mean, it's what, like 7 or 8 years of medical school plus college and stuff, but hey, he's young enough, he can do it. Right? And do you even need a dentistry degree in the North Pole? It doesn't seem like the standards are too high. Well, why does she have a bow like Minnie Mouse? I never understood. Rudolph is going to learn how to talk to women. Maybe I should learn how to riz from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer here. I think I could learn a thing or two. But she's giving him the winking eyes. Is that true, Dread Knights? If they give you winking eyes, does that mean they're into you? Comment. That's one of Santa's actual reindeer. He wants to be your pal. Bucks. Aren't they already bucks? Whistleblowing. Pickup. So how are you going to pick up? They have no hands. They have hooves. Oh, so the pickup doesn't pick up the sleigh. Okay. Look at that. This would have been like 30 frames per second on these dolls to be able to move that way. So if it looks a little weird, because I know gamers in particular, and I know we have a lot of gamers, I'm saying the same thing about myself. We're kind of snobs if we play on PC and like high-end systems and stuff because we need 60 frames. This is like 30 frames per second that they're doing. Even maybe a little bit less, maybe 24. Just because you notice how there's not, like... Some interesting people have done it. I don't promote AI whatsoever, so don't think I'm promoting it. But some people on the internet have now started to like recreate things with sped up frames using AI. I don't agree necessarily with doing stuff like that because, you know, AI is a very touchy subject, not very welcomed in the VTuber sphere. But I've seen some videos of people doing like AI upscaling. It's interesting. It's scary. It looks unnatural when you speed it up, I guess is the point that I'm trying to get to. So I think we've learned from Rudolph that the way to raise a female companion or a male companion, or they, them, however you want to call it, is just maybe to fucking talk to them, right? It seems that way. Right? Crazy concept. Just talk to the person you like. Okay. Clarice. No relation to Clarice from... What is it, Hannibal? Clarice was the main detective from Silence of the Lambs, as well as Hannibal. Oh, wow. Rudolph shot shooting his shot very quickly. Wow, she thinks she's cute. Wow. Who knew? Rudolph's Riz game is on par. He was enamored with that so much that he started flying out of joy. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. Yeah, he's happy. He's overjoyed. That's why he's able to fly. Oh, they're roughhousing. This is gonna go well? I don't think so, Dread Knights. Uh-oh. The nose came off. He's glowing. Why is he looking at him like he's a devil? Yeah, nothing's wrong with it. I mean, your name is Fireball. His nose is like a fireball. You should be like besties after that. What? Uh-oh. He didn't like the nose either? Why is everybody surrounding Rudolph now? Are they making fun of him? They're calling him names. Yeah, don't call him names. How dare you? Why is Santa yelling at Donner? Why can't he fly the sleigh with a red nose? Why is he automatically disqualified? This confirms everybody in the North Pole, including Santa, were terrible people and creatures and animals and whatever else was in this North Pole here. Look at him! Even the coach is like, no, you can't play with any of them anymore. What terrible characters in this universe. So much for an inclusive universe. Clarice is the only one that's going after Rudolph. One of the rare exceptions to this universe. Don't be mean to her. She was nice to you, bro. I don't approve of that, Rudolph. You gotta walk her home. This is one of the most important songs in this Christmas special. Look, she's happy. She wants him to be who he really is. Why is being different wrong? See? She's telling him. Look, it's okay to be unique and different. There's nothing wrong with it. Just be yourself. Key themes of this Christmas special. He wishes what his wish. What does he wish for? Well, she's singing There's Always Tomorrow for dreams to come true. I can't say anything else besides that, because if I do, I get DMCA'd. I do know all the songs in here, unfortunately. Maybe unfortunately, I don't know. Some person might like the fact that I know all these songs. I can't really sing very well, though, so... You will never see Christmas karaoke on this particular channel, that's for sure. Look at the woodland creatures. She had such an angelic voice that she was able to summon woodland creatures like Snow White. I wonder if that was supposed to be intentional Snow White reference there. Look at that. She's hyping up Rudolph. That's a good girlfriend that hypes you up and don't put you down. Find yourself a girl like... Well, she's technically a deer, but find yourself a girlfriend like Clarice. In Rudolph, not Clarice from Silence of the Lambs. Even though that was a very intelligent woman. But still. Yeah. Get yourself somebody like Clarice. Look at even the animals are... Their frames are a lot slower than Rudolph there, you can see. Rudolph, definitely I'd say 30 frames per second is what they're moving at. Maybe 24 for standard film. But look, she's even, like, rubbing up on him in the face. She's really into him. I guess they wanted... The point of the bow on Clarice was to say that she was, like, a very special female doe. Really make her stand out as truly one. Look at that. They're all affectionate with each other. It's like he found his true love. Aw, isn't that cute? Someone that understands Rudolph. Uh-oh, Papa's not gonna want him... or her with him. Uh-oh. He's gonna exclude her from seeing Rudolph? What's wrong? He's unique. Wow. Even the Papa's not supportive of the relationship. Ooh, that's rough, man. I feel for you, Rudolph. Oh, it's Hermes. Why is he hiding in a snowbank? Wouldn't he be suffocating? He's a dentist. Rudolph wouldn't know what a dentist is. He's only like 1 year old, literally. Very tall for a 1 year old. He's just an elf. You're not any elf, you're Hermes the dentist elf, right? Yeah, he's independent, look at that. Hermes is an indie, just like us VTubers. Well, some of us VTubers. Independent, yes. Why is that falling off? It's like the Christmas tree doesn't like that idea. Hey, he found a bestie that's willing to support him. Look, they became besties. No, they don't mind. Look. Look at that. Besties. Look at that, besties. This song used to be different in the original cut. Then they changed it. This was not their original song for this. I remember seeing an older cut on VHS. How many of you know what a VHS is? That actually didn't have this. Look at this. This is a completely different chorus from the one I remember. I think what they did is, what I remember in a previous cut was like, the Misfit part was right, but then like they added the chorus recently. Like in the last, I'd want to say 10, 15 years, which always confuses me. See, that part is right. I'm a terrible reindeer. He's putting himself down. You're not a terrible reindeer, Rudolph. You can't fire me. I quit. I can't sing anything else, because if I do, I get DMCA'd. Interesting. There's even more, like, chorus to this. Oh, they got squirted with the fish. Hey, but they're gonna be misfits together. Where are their adventures gonna lead them then? Oh, he's gonna fall down if he's not careful. Watch out, Hermes. Well, at least they found friendship together. He found his bestie. Yes, you go. And they're setting out into the open world by themselves, though. I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, speaking of which, could this perhaps be the consequences of Rudolph and Hermes' actions coming back to bite them in the rear end and in the tail? What's the Bumble, remember? The Bumble from earlier. Yeah. He's got to see her now. Douse it, douse it, douse it, Rudolph. Ooh. Look at that, over the mountain. Look at that. He's climbing through. I always wonder if that particular shot that's done here, over the mountain, looking on, causing fear, is intentional of a throwback to Godzilla, because in the original Godzilla 54, Godzilla comes through the mountain for the first time when we reveal the big creature. It always feels like it to me. Well, they were able to avoid the Bumble, so that's good. Okay. Oh, look at that! There's a random guy just sledding around in the North Pole, because that's normal. What are the temperatures in the North Pole? What do you think it is? You think it must be like sub-zero temperatures, perhaps, Dread Knights? What's this? Oh, he found them. They were trying to hide in an iceberg there. Yeah, you will get frostbite. Well, Rudolph can't get frostbitten, but Hermes sure can. Why does he have a silver magnum? That's very dangerous. He's got a knife and a silver magnum. His land. I'm pretty sure it's the land of Santa Claus. He has indigenous people here. You cannot just claim something for your own. That is wrong. Uh-oh. What is he doing? Why is he licking his pickaxe? Is that a Minecraft thing? Well, this would have been way before Minecraft. Yukon Cornelius was Steve from Minecraft before Steve even existed. Uh-oh. We're getting a song randomly. Sing it, Sam. Sing it. Silver and gold. Isn't, like, silver and gold women's, like, stuff women like? Well, diamonds, too. I think diamonds technically a girl's best friend. Man. How much is silver worth in this day and age? Not too much in this economy. Gold, a little bit less even, too, because when you think of it like cash for gold stuff, people sell, like, their old jewelry, gold stuff, and they don't get a lot of money for it. I don't do that, personally, but I've heard other people in the South Park parodied it a while back. We have to watch the South Park Christmas specials, too. There's so many different things we gotta watch. We don't have enough time this month, Dread Knights. Silver and gold. Look at that. True story, I do actually decorate my Christmas tree with tinsel, and guess what I use on my tinsel? Silver and gold. So I guess I technically then I bond with the song a little bit. Maybe this song gaslit me into using silver and gold tinsel on my trees. I basically put up a very tiny tree. I live in a tiny apartment. I don't have that much space to put up a big Christmas tree in my room. Silver and gold. Look at that. Look at the glowing lights. And the birds drop the star on the Christmas tree. What do you put on your Christmas tree, Dread Knights? I want to know in chat. Do you put a Santa Claus on your Christmas tree? Do you put a star on your Christmas tree? Or you put a different decoration on the top of your Christmas tree? Maybe we'll do a poll list to see what everybody says. Usually mine's like a star, and then I have tinsel, I have the obviously lights, I have blinking lights that I usually, which reminds me I have to check to make sure my lights actually still blink this year. I haven't put on my Christmas tree up. I also use bulbs. I don't have any, like, special decorations per se. I have a snowman that usually glows, but I don't have the battery for the snowman. I have to actually put that on my to-do list of getting. I need a special battery. Type that you see like in a clock, which is harder to find in this day and age. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, the Bumble. Bumble's coming for them. Look at the Bumble, all super furry and stuff. Look at that, rawr. Oh, he's got some pearly white teeth. Yukon knows they're in trouble. Gadzooks. Who says Gadzooks in this day and age? You better run, man. Yeah, it's the nose. Does it give him away? I think he's just hungry at all. So, Dread Knights. I know this is a children's special, but Yukon Cornelius has a silver magnum on his belt. He could simply just pull out the silver magnum and shoot the Bumble. Why doesn't he? I know it's a kid's special, but still, like, if we're talking about, like, in real life universe, why can't he just pull out the Magnum and shoot the Bumble dead in the face? No more Bumble! Problem solved. I guess he doesn't want to be put on Santa's naughty list, I suppose. Look at that. His hair's even standing up. Huh. One weakness, what is it? Why are you chipping the iceberg? Why are you chipping the iceberg, dude? You'd be, like, lost at sea. Is that very wise? So, it's an iceberg, but now... What's the Bumble gonna do? Bumble looks confused. The Bumble's one weakness is what? You can see in certain shots the strings for the Bumble being held up. So they actually puppeteered him a little. He sinks. Nope. If he sinks, he wouldn't be able to get back up on the iceberg. It's more like he can't swim. Maybe. I don't know, that's always confusing in terms of the narrative there, but I guess because it's children's special, suspension of disbelief, right? That's a good question. Where are you gonna go? So they're all gonna pair up, another misfit? Silver. He only likes silver, he does not like gold. Does he? I thought he wanted gold. Yeah, good point, Hermes, he wanted gold, right? He changed his mind. He's a man of not too many convictions. So they're drifting on an iceberg in the dead of water and no sense of direction. And all that stuff that Hermes has, or not Hermes, excuse me, Yukon, in his bag, he doesn't have a compass? So that or a map or something? Oh, Donner now feels bad that his son hasn't been home for like, what, 3 or 4 days? What a jerk, yeah. Could this perhaps be the consequences of being a bad father, perhaps? Question mark, question mark? I think so. Clarice. They're gonna go set out on their own to find Rudolph? This is not gonna end well. They are taking their chances. This is bold and scary. Ice boat. It was an iceberg, really, when you think about it. Where are they going? Where are they? Super thick fog. Pea soup. Pea soup. I could go for some pea soup right about now. I haven't had pea soup in a long time. I actually like pea soup. Anybody? Land ho. No kidding. Thank you, Hermes. You took the words right out of my mouth. Where are they? It's a castle of some sort. Did they find Superman's Fortress of Solitude? No, they didn't. Instead, they found the island of misfit toys. Who did you think? Us? Okay. Well, who are you? Who are you? Official sentry of the misfit toys. Are you a Jack-in-the-Box? It's not Jack? Charlie. He's a Charlie in the box. Oh, because he's a misfit because he's not Jack, so nobody wants to play with a Charlie in the box. I'd play with a Charlie in the box. Actually, Jack in the Box kind of scares me a little bit because you crank the crank and then... Look at this song. Listen to the song. Listen to the lyrics. I miss those toys. You can hear the sorrow as they're singing this song. This is not a very happy song. This is a song of people that... Or not people, but I guess toys, souls, characters that are unwanted, unlovable, misfits in their own retrospect, right? And then all of a sudden it changes to very happy music. That's the duality of the song. It started out sorrowful, but this is starting to sing about their hopes and dreams that hopefully they can be given away as toys for Christmas. Singing their dreams. Oh, that's a Raggedy Ann doll, right? I never had a Jack-in-the-Box. Well, when I was growing up, I don't want to really date myself either, but when I was growing up, we had, like, action figures and video game consoles and our stuff. I don't come from a time period where you give your children Jack-in-the-Box or toy trains. You know, fun fact, Dread Knights, I never in my lifetime have ever owned a Hesh truck. Still to this day, I've always wanted a Hesh truck for Christmas. I don't know why, because what am I going to do with a Hesh truck for Christmas? Right? At my age, I can't play with it. It's a collectible. What are you going to do? You're going to have another collectible sitting on the shelf and you can't do anything with it? The Hesh trucks are expensive, too. Also, I don't have a Hess anywhere near me. I don't drive also, so... A water pistol that shoots jelly. Any water pistol could do that. Oh, you could see the strings of the ostrich going into the bowl there. You could also see the strings on the cowboy with the ostrich. It's interesting. But that's the one problem when you HD stuff like this. You can see the strings in certain shots. Look at that. Their hopes and dreams of being able to be, you know, toys given away for Christmas. Their hopes and dreams. At least they're not giving up on their hopes and dreams. Another, like, message in this Christmas special, you know, it's okay to be a misfit. It's okay to have hopes and dreams. Don't let people tell you you can't be what you want to be. Nice. I think this is why I really gravitate towards this Christmas special. Plus, believe it or not, Dredd was a misfit, too, growing up. So, alright. Look at that. A rainbow. Oh, so it's the king. They have to go see the king if they can stay. I mean, technically, would the king really let Rudolph and Co. stay on the Island Misfit toy? They aren't technically toys. So, I don't think he would give them an okay there, right? Well, certainly not. Why does this lion look like the lion from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? He's a very, like, religious allegory type of lion. No, except, see, it's for toys only. Yep. Even among misfits, you're a misfit. Because you gotta go back to society where you're supposed to be, I suppose. Yeah. Why didn't the lion try to talk to Santa? Just gonna use Rudolph? When someday you return? It's like this lion has foresight and he can see into the future. Jesus lion, confirmed. Oh, I suppose it's true, right? Look at Toy Story. A toy's never truly happy unless it's played with. Yeah. So they could spend the night. Well, he was going to send them away in the cold of darkness. That'd be a jerk of a leader. Showman. The elephant with polka dots had the little bellhop. That's cute. See, Rudolph wanted to run away. And the abominable. Rudolph doesn't want to hurt his friends by having the abominable show up. One for all and all for one. That's what he was trying to say, was he not? Yep. Rudolph's nose glowing in the nighttime. How are they able to sleep? Sorry, I think something dropped in the background there. My apologies. Okay. I'm not clumsy. You're clumsy, Dread Knights. You maybe dropped that. Okay. Back to the fig. Sorry I yelled at you. No, I'm not. You could take it. I'm trying to make you stronger. Gotta be able to take emotional abuse. Alright. Well, Rudolph went off on his own. I don't know if this is a good choice. Uh-oh. The Bumble is after him. So is Rudolph just gonna keep running away from the Bumble the whole time? Is the Bumble perhaps metaphor that Rudolph is running away from his problems and you can't run away from your problems because you have to confront them head on? We'll have to see later on in the special. Look at this. He's playing around with bears. He was making friends. Polar bears. Oh, but then the bear didn't want him playing with the bears. Oh, short-lived. He found his true friends and his family. During all that time, what happened? He grew up. So how many years have passed? Does that mean they were out there for like 2 or 3 years? He's a grown-up reindeer now. Hey, look at that. What do you say? You can't run away from your troubles. Metaphor coming out now. Maybe I'm just a really wise VTuber. Wise beyond my years, Dread Knights. Hey, I'm allowed to be praised a little bit, right? Been doing this 4 years, guys. Oh, Neon knows. Oh, no, Rudolph. Just tell him to F off, Rudolph. Yeah. Nope. Mom, Dad. They're not home. They went out to look for you. How is Santa Claus always happen to be around? Is Santa Claus creeping around Donner's cave all the time? And Santa's still not fat. Oh, Santa's worried about Christmas. He's not worried about the well-being of these animals. He's just worried that Christmas can't happen if they can't fly his sled. What a jerk, Santa. What a jerk. He's more concerned with about Christmas instead of anything else. Ooh, look at that blizzard. Wow, Santa hasn't, like, kept upkeep on his workshop in quite a while. Oh, big blizzard. Look at all that snow piling on. Do they literally just take sugar and pour it on a house? That's what it looks like with the special effect there. Oh, those poor elves. Better get back inside if now you're getting blown away with the storm. Rudolph knew. Yeah, he's gonna have to go out in the blizzard to try to find them. Oh, the cave. The cave of the Bumble. Ooh. He found them? How did he just know to look? Oh, man! That's Clarice. He better go and save his girl. Yeah, put her down. Put her down. Okay. Oh, Rudolph's got a man up. Well, technically Reindeer up, right? Oh, he's doing his best. He was able to evade that attack. Is he gonna be able to use the horns? Oh, yes, go. Go, 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 Rudolph. Do it. Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no. Rudolph OTK'd there. You tried, but I mean, what's one little reindeer supposed to do against an abominable snowman? Or a Yeti, I guess, technically, right? The last chance, yeah, he couldn't even look. You're the one narrating. What are you doing, Sam? Oh, so they went out looking for the bestie, too? Oh, they went to the Christmas town. Oh, so they bumped into Sam, and Sam redirected them. So Sam made himself part of the story, too. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Oh, look at the cave. They found him. This Christmas special's almost over. Only 11 more minutes. Land ho. It goes by so fast. It's one of my favorite Christmas specials, guys. Like, this one and an old one called Mickey's Christmas Carol. The animated one, not the CGI one, which we will be watching also. He's got an idea. What is it? He's whispering again. Interesting. Interesting. Yes, not bad. This could potentially work. What is he going to do? Well, Rudolph's knocked out. Why isn't Donner trying to man up against the Bumble? Dad, Father of the Year, right? I'm going to keep saying that. Well, you got to outsmart him. Yeah, he's not going to turn down a pork dinner. Who would turn down a pork dinner? Do your stuff. Do your stuff. Oink, oink. Yeah, come on, put your heart into it. You need to sound like a pig, Hermes, here. Oink, 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 like your life depended on it. There you go. There you go. There you go. Well, Yukon was actually pretty bright, despite some of the choices he made in this special. So, alright. Let's see here. I am not peeing, Dread Knights. There's something in the background there. I think outside they're pouring some water to clean the windows, so that's what's happening now. I'm doing this early in the morning. Somebody's cleaning the windows. Relax. Chill out. I didn't pee. I didn't pee. That's not me peeing. Get your mind out of the gutter. Alright. Let's go. Look at that. Oh boy, pummel hide. Blowhard. That dude could step on you, Hermes. Why are you calling him a blowhard? He literally, all he has to do is move his left foot over a little bit and you're squashed elf. We took his teeth out while he was a dentist, was he not? Humble Bumble. I mean, he's much taller than Yukon. Again, Yukon has a gun in his belt that he could have pulled out at any time and fired it. And he doesn't do it. He just decides he wants to chase after Bumble. You have a gun. I guess he's a pacifist? So what's the gun for then? That's what I want to know. He toppled him over. Yukon! And Bumble! Nobody cares about the Bumble dying, right? He's gone. Everybody's about Yukon, but what about the Bumble? The Bumble didn't really do too many bad things. He was hungry. He needed a meal. Yeah, poor guy. Poor guy. 07, Yukon and Bumble. Oh, they're back. Oh, so everybody magically in this universe realized they were complete assholes. That they were wrong for treating all these people as misfits. Yes. Give the apology, Santa. Oh, so Rudolph looked out for the island of misfit toys. Good for him. Rudolph is a reindeer of his noise. Oh, and the chief elf allowed him to open up the dentistry office. Without any sort of medical degree in dentistry, either. Interesting. I guess you could be anything in the North Pole. No degrees required. Well, he's made a dentist appointment for him. Yeah, for the way he acted. Well, Donner came around. That's not going to give you Father of the Year reward now at this point, though. It's Yukon. He's still alive? How did they survive? The big fall. There's a big fall. Here's the man. Hey, he's got the Bumble on a leash. What the hell, man? Are they a couple now? Oh, reform. So it's a... He's another... Oh, he's not a pet. Okay. He's a friend now. The Bumble and Yukon became besties. He put the star on him. He's nice. Nice Bumble, apparently. Yeah, how did you survive the fall? That's a very good question, Rudolph. Bumbles. They bounce. So is that how he was able to get up on the water again? He just bounced to the... Okay, I guess that's a way of tying that loose plot hole in. They're building toys. Next day is Christmas Eve. Huh. What are they going to be able to do? Are they going to be able to make all these toys? And Santa refuses to be fat. Silly elf song. Santa grumpy? Maybe Miss Claus didn't give Santa any action lately. Maybe he needs a little nookie nookie. Hey, everybody needs a little nookie nookie every once in a while. Right? It's human nature. I mean, if you had somebody screaming at you to eat and get obese, you'd probably be in a bad mood too, right, Dread Knight? Well, no, Christmas is going to be canceled? You can't have Christmas canceled. Those kids will be disappointed. You know, you can't chance that. Christmas canceled. Well, if you leave it to the internet, they will find a way to cancel Christmas too, right? Yes, I made a joke. Deal with it. Remember that controversy with the Starbucks cups? Yeah, I do. I mean, I kind of get it and I kind of don't. I don't think I ever will. Yeah, nothing he can do. Oh, Rudolph's nose is so bright right now. Is this going to be a convenient plot device, perhaps? That nose. Yes, that glorious nose. Yes, now all of a sudden Santa has a use for Rudolph. Christmas is not off. He's going to lead the sleigh from zero to hero? You know, if I were Rudolph, I'd be like, why should I help you and save Christmas? You were very mean to me in this whole thing. It's true, but does Santa really care about Rudolph at this point? Or is Santa just using Rudolph for the nose? I think it's the latter. Will you guided? Well, that was Rudolph's dream, right? To always be able to be the reindeer in his sleigh. So I guess that's what he's willing to put. Donner, shut up, Donner. Shut up, Donner. You didn't believe in your son whatsoever in this whole Christmas special. I don't buy that. You're like, yeah, I knew the whole day I was going to be like that. No, you didn't. Holly Jolly Christmas. I can't sing this. I'll get DMCA'd, which we can't do. Also, again, I can't stream the actual Christmas special because I don't have the rights to do so. That's why you have to have it streaming on your end. Oh, look at that. He dropped the presents. Well, it's supposed to be Christmas cheer special. Don't you feel a little bit more special now? Mistletoe. Huh. Mistletoe. Ha, interesting. I don't know if I can come in a mistletoes and kisses. So we will bypass that one completely. Oh, everybody seems happy for Christmas for a change. That seems very nice. Interesting. Look at them, they're all so happy. It's happy, happy reindeers all around. Oh, look at that glug nose. Holly jolly, look at that. Everybody has a pair. You notice everybody's got somebody for Christmas here. Every elf has a elfette, I guess you would call them. Every deer has a doe. So, you know, there's a lot of togetherness here, you can see. Everybody's got a pair. Interesting. Well, I mean, Christmas is time to be with the people you love, I suppose. Santa got fat very quickly. How is that healthy? Oh, later. Santa seems superly obese. Santa looks like he's one step away from a massive coronary. That can't be safe. Any doctors in chat? Like his intestines might even explode from that. Can't be healthy. His coat. Go get the coat. I always was trying to figure out what was the point of the letters in the background there. Santa. Santa uses pink strap. You know what I never understood with this particular part of the Christmas special? Why isn't Santa's sleigh red? And why isn't, like, the straps green? Instead, it's just pink. Did they not have enough time to paint that for production? Or did they just want it to match the set? I don't know. It's a little bit perplexing to me. I never really truly understood that. Up, and away for Christmas. Yes. And Yukon's just there in the back. You see how it's done? He's trying to tell them to move the sled. I don't remember that part in this Christmas special. It must be extended cut. Peppermint. Searching for his light. So he's gonna sell peppermint now? Yeah, Harvey's is just fought over. Man, Yukon is very directional in this. Oh, look at the island of misfit toys. They're all sad. Santa forgot about them. Listen to the tone of the music here. Sad. To convey their emotions of feeling sad and despair that they won't be able to be donated to kids. Poor Raggedy Ann, or whatever her name was. I don't remember. I'm sorry. You know, I know who Charlie in the Box is. He's an unforgettable character in the special. Yeah. Oh. Poor Charlie. Oh, man, Charlie. Why are they sleeping outside with the campfire? Can't they, like, sleep in the castle? Well, she's crying. Listen, listen. Jingle bells, yes. Yes, it's bells. Santa, he came to donate you. Hopefully nobody will use the gift receipt to return you misfit toys, though, right? Because that would suck. No, I mean, it's Santa. He's got to know what these girls and boys want. Somebody wants a different type of Jack-in-the-Box, a Charlie-in-the-Box. Yay! Rudolph kept his promise, and Santa is going to make good on it. Well, it's a Christmas miracle for everybody, right? And Rudolph with his nose. I wonder how Rudolph's nose will deal after this whole Christmas night is over. Would it be hurting from glowing so much? Would he burn out? Would it, like, decrease his lifespan even from using his power so much? I wonder. Anyway. Now, the song, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which I cannot sing either because I got DMCA'd. But, you know, feel free to sing along in chat. Or type along, I suppose. And that is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He goes off into the Starry Night, and the elves start donating the toys, and we get treated to the credit sequence here. Interesting way that the toys fold down here. With the voices of Larry Mann, Billy Richards, Paul Souls. I will read credits, because we have the ostrich thing that swims in the bowl. He doesn't have a beak, he'll just fly away. Okay, that's good continuity. Alfie Scoop, Janice Orstein. There were a lot of voice actors in this, Paul Klingman. Associate Director, Kizo Nagashima. So we had Japanese directors in this. Cool. Oh, you can see the strings there of Rudolph in the background holding up. I guess to move the legs, perhaps. Recording engineers, Bill Giles, Alan Merchant, Ralph Redmond, sound effects, Walter Gustafson. Look at that, the cowboy riding the ostrich got an umbrella to go down. Recording supervisor, Bernard Cohen. Animation supervisor, Tad Mochinaga. There were a lot of Japanese producers here. Musical director, Murray Laws. Videocraft International Production. And Santa says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Dreadnoughts, even though we got a lot more Christmas specials. And Rudolph and co. ride off into the moonlight there with the moon to deliver more presents to good boys and girls. Classic media, because that's people who distribute on home video do. And that, Dread Knights, was the first of many Christmas special watch-alongs for this month of December. That was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. A great story about it's okay to be a misfit and it's okay to be different and not to be ashamed of your differentness and your uniqueness and to embrace being different and unique and basically screwing everybody that wants you to conform to being what they want you to be. And it's okay to be a nonconformist. I think this is probably a very important Christmas special, especially now in this day and age with everything that's going on in different parts of the world, particularly in the United States, where it's more difficult for people to be different, which I definitely feel for everybody. So I think this is a great one to kind of hit home, that it's okay to be unique, it's okay to be different, you're just as loved as anybody else in this world, it's okay to be weird, accept your weirdness, accept your cringeness, accept being different and so-called misfit, because you do have a place in society and the world. That is the message that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer ultimately is trying to teach children as well as adults, I still think. That's why it's one of my favorite, because me being a misfit when I was growing up, smallest kid in my class, so, you know, we get kind of tormented a little bit and bullied a bit. So I kind of, obviously, when it comes to Rudolph, kind of understand being the misfit and kind of outplaced a bit. This one, Christmas Special, hits a lot closer to home for me, particularly, which is why it's one of my favorite ones. Always going to be, like, my favorite of the favorites. So, next week, Sunday morning, we will be watching the classic Christmas Special, that being Frosty the Snowman. This is actually my sister's favorite Christmas Special, if I remember correctly. So we'll be watching the original Frosty the Snowman. I don't think we're going to watch Frosty Returns, because I'm not a big fan of Frosty Returns. I don't know, I'll think about it, because that would be a very long watch-along to do. It would be like a 2-hour watch-along, which I don't think I want to sign up for that. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with me. I hope you got in the bit of the festive mood. I feel a little bit more Christmassy after watching this. This is my first Christmas special that I'm watching this December. So, I feel a little bit more festive now after that. I don't know if I have time to put up my tree today, though, but I'm a little bit more festive. But anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. Week, whatever, schedule will be up later tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. And we have, again, a movie night that'll be on that week. We'll have a Christmas special again. We are going to start Batman Arkham Knight next week, because I promised I pushed it back 2 times already. We will also be playing League of Legends, because I know League of Legends is very popular in the channel. We'll do some Pokemon TCG Live. If I have time, we'll maybe do a different game. We might do something that we haven't done in a while. Maybe Vampire Survivors. I don't know. Liar's Bar sounds very interesting. We'll see what happens, right? But the schedule will be up 7 p.m. Eastern later today. So you got 6 days out of me this week. Be grateful. I don't normally do it. It takes a lot out of me in terms of recording, scheduling, voicing. I've been, like, talking for about 3.5 to 4 hours at this point in terms of recordings. I am very tired now, Dread Nights, and I still have much work to do behind the scenes for the channel. That's just kind of how it is with VTubers, and Oshi's work is never done. Thank you, by the way, before I go, for the tremendous amount of support lately. I don't know, all of a sudden, it's like YouTube, and people rediscovered that I am a male VTuber that works incredibly hard on my craft always. So thank you so much. We jumped up in subscriber count. At the time of this recording, I'm at 716 subscribers, and that's a dramatic increase. Like, I saw over 20-something subs in a very short time frame. Thank you for making the Pokemon TCG Live video. The Why Is Everyone Smurfing? Like, that's up in the 300 range as I'm recording. The League of Legends, where I thought I was going to get chewed out for playing League of Legends, because people say that game's toxic. Thank you to everybody that gave tips and continued to think and said, oh, I hope you play more of this on the channel. I'd like to see you play more of this from the new player experience. Thank you so much. Like I always say here on the channel, I try to keep this as inclusive as possible for you, because I think a lot of content creators will say this, but more so me particularly. I greatly appreciate all of you that subscribe to the channel, that watch my content, that comment, that give me critical suggestions, that give me regular suggestions, that partake in the chat. That even lurk, even if you're not, and you're just there hanging out while the stream's going on. Like, this stuff is important to me. That's why I try to do stuff to give back to you as much, and I give, like, I don't know. I like, you know how they say give 100%? I try to give you, everybody that here, like 130 to 150%. Like, you don't know. I sometimes will be eating very, very late at night, to be prepping content so that you guys have stuff to watch. I get up very, very early. You know, I also have my personal life stuff that goes on as well. And then I still try to make time to be able to pop into people's streams too. Like a lot of indie VTubers that I have. I mean, if you're following me or I'm following you, chances are I've been in your stream and you haven't even realized it yet. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, because you guys, you the viewers, you the supporters, you, you know, friends that I do have friends here. You know, all of you are very, very important because you keep the channel going. Without you, there is no channel. I always say that. That's why you're the most important part. That's why it's always important when you tell me what you'd like to see, what you don't like to see, what you think I can improve on, what can't be improved on, you know, things that are just fine the way they are. This is a equal partnership here. I'm your streamer, but you're my viewers, and you're the most important thing to me on this channel and making you happy. And I think since we're, you know, really increasing the subscriber count and the viewership has been going back up, and you guys have really been killing it. Thank you so much. You know, I think we're doing very well for each other as an indie. So thank you so much, because I think one of the best Christmas gifts that I've received so far for this Christmas season is the really crazy turnaround all of a sudden from like the end of November going into early December. So thank you so much. I will continue to work as hard as possible for you, as long as you continue to work and show up and be as supportive and as great as all of you have been here in Dread Nights for me. With that being said, I'm incredibly exhausted right now, so I hope you don't mind if I take my leave. Thank you to all my chatters. Thank you to all my lurkers. I do greatly appreciate it, and most importantly, I appreciate you. I'll see you Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern for something. Be on the lookout for the schedule later tonight.